And it's always dark in December.
Yeah, which makes it even warmer in your house.
No, it just
You
means
need that
it's
contrast.
lonely and bleak. You look outside, it's always cloudy, and you want to kill yourself.
I put on a fire. Just make your own house warmer.
What if you don't
What
have
if
a
some
fireplace?
people? Yeah, what if people don't yet have a fireplace?
Moose shit. Welcome to Shit Where We Spout Bullshit. My name is Moose, and I'm joined by my discerning daredevils, Coob and Al. Also joining us today is Moose Jr. How are you guys doing?
Moose, why are you
Great.
so upset?
The past few episodes, Moose has been really down in the dumps.
You know why? It's probably because he's
Did you see
incompetent.
that hole in one, bro? My bad.
And this is why you guys can't play games, because you guys get distracted, as
Can you
currently
shut
evident.
it, Moose? Maybe you got distracted when you didn't download the episode.
You were watching me trying to download that episode. It's just not working. It's just simply not working.
We're 34 minutes late.
So 2 Moose meals then, right?
How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
Because
Great.
great night of fights last night, right, Moose? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Really, Moose? You watched the fights?
I watched some of them.
Moose was asleep for 95% of the night.
What? Moose?
I
It was truly
couldn't
pathetic.
stay up. I had 4 hours of sleep, and then fucking Jason called me, going like, "Moose, he said 6:30. Moose, he said 6:30," and I told him that I
Well,
couldn't
you were
do
busy
that
hanging
because
out
I
with
was
high schoolers,
busy.
buddy.
That's
Yeah, hanging
not
out
Moose,
with
you
high
hang out with
schoolers.
high
entirely accurate.
schoolers?
That's not
Moose?
accurate to what
You
happened
were
yesterday.
literally just blew me off to hang out with a bunch of little girls, buddy.
That is
Moose?
not true. Not true at all.
You were
What is
hanging out
going
with a bunch of
on?
underage women.
Anyways, it is not accurate that I was hanging out with little girls. I was, in fact, actually volunteering for an old club, and I was with other adults most of the day. Actually, all of the day. I was with other adults the entire day.
You were volunteering for a high school club, though. With little girls.
Hello?
Moose, are you beating these
This is
allegations?
why I'm down in the dumps. You
Moose?
know, I say shit. I say shit on the podcast. I say shit in real life. I say stuff, and then there's just fucking zero reaction. I feel like you guys just graduated from
Moose.
You
having a
fucking
conversation.
responded,
You
you
guys just
Moose.
don't know how
man.
to.
Shut up.
Moose.
We
Moose.
literally responded to you. What are you yapping about? We literally responded. Jason literally said something back to you.
Moose, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you
Moose?
now. I can hear you.
Oh
Hello.
my gosh,
Hello,
Moose
bro.
was just going on a big yap session off something that was
Why-
his fault.
Stupid moose.
Moose just loves hearing the sound of his own voice, man.
So,
Not true.
so why couldn't you be there at 6:30 then, Moose?
Because I got to my car at like 7:30.
And did you tell Jason that?
Moose, you're leaving out the part where you wanted to keep blowing me off to eat dinner with high school girls.
It wasn't to eat dinner with high school girls. It was to eat dinner with what I thought would be people who would be going there, but then they had plans that fell through. You know, the story of my life. I try and make some sort of adjustment in my life, and then those plans fell through because people have other shit to do, like have tacos for dinner.
Incredibly ironic. Incredibly ironic.
How was your competition, Moose? Did you get enough sleep last night?
Yes, I got enough sleep last night. I got home
Yeah, he
around
got
2.
plenty at my house when he slept for like 4 hours through the most exciting UFC night of the fucking year. Yup.
I was up for the exciting moments.
You
I
actually
was
were not. You woke up because everybody started screaming, but you were not awake before.
I was up for the what was that third to last fight. I'm trying to think. I was up for Holloway versus Pereira.
That's crazy that Max Holloway, the 145-pounder that moved up to 155, was fighting the light heavyweight fighter who was fighting in the main event, Moose. That's what you just said. You just said Max Holloway versus Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira was in the fucking main event. And there's like 80 pounds of difference between them. So you want to just admit that you
Yeah.
weren't paying attention?
No, I just don't know people's names. That doesn't mean I wasn't paying attention. I'm just trying to find the card so I can tell you which fight I was up for.
So what else is going on?
What's going on with you, Alex?
OJ
That you don't
LA.
Simpson
want to come
died.
to the Milkers
A-
game.
Any comments on OJ Simpson's death?
I was up for Max Holloway versus Justin Gaeth.
You just butchered his last name, man.
I don't know the names.
No, I'm just saying. Please stop getting so upset. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
It's kind of embarrassing that you just butchered his name. I'm trying to do you a favor.
Okay, but I was up when he knocked him out in the last second of the fight.
Okay.
So the Milkers
That's
beat the Knicks 68 to
And I was
23.
gonna
And
talk about how, I don't usually watch UFC because
oh,
it's just not that rhythm in UFC like there is in other like combat sports I can follow. But I really enjoyed that fight because of that excitement portion of it, and especially because it went 5 rounds and it literally ended in the last second.
was a very good fight. Was a very good fight.
so the Milkers beat the Knicks 68 to 23. And not only did they beat them, the game got called 10 minutes early. So it could have been an even bigger destroying had it not been called. And that is what it's going to be looking like for the rest of the season. Isn't that right, Mr. Milker?
I mean, bro, they were literally 50-year-old men, man. Like, if we didn't win, it would have been embarrassing. But also, like, to close out the first half and to start the second half, basically, we went on a combined, I think it was like 46-6 run. Like, they scored 6 points to our 46.
Are they like the worst team in?
They're easily the worst team we've played. Easily the worst team we've played. Usually our games are like decently competitive, and we'll get like one or two of those kind of games in the season. So that's all I was just like an early one of those games where we just get to blow a team out. And it's actually a good thing because we've never won a season opening game before. So that was the first time this is our fourth season and we finally won the first game of the season.
Wait, so the 4 seasons that you played, what's like the best record that you had?
First season we went 2-10. That was a fucking terrible year. Uh Next season we went 4-8. Last season we went 7-5 and lost in the first round of the playoffs. And then this year so far we're 1-0.
That is improvement every single
I
season.
know. I'm not like you. I improve. Sorry, easy Alex dig.
Might as well get them in now because Alex is gonna stop hanging out with us.
Really, Alex?
Oh my god.
It's like, do
Moose
you
has
want to
been
explain? Do you want
Alex.
to explain why we weren't able to go to that Milkers game
all right.
on Friday?
I'll explain. I'll explain, and then the audience can let me know if I'm being a reasonable or unreasonable person. The Milkers game starts at 10, okay, and it's in Monroe. And because I just moved, Monroe is about 14-minute drive from where I am. And for Mr. Moose and Mr. Moose Jr., it's about 40 minutes because they live in our hometown. So if I were to have driven, I were to have left my house, left my apartment, go to the hometown, which is 40 minutes away, pick them up, then drive them back 40 minutes to where the game is, and then after the game, drive them back to hometown, which is another 40 minutes, and then back to my apartment, which is close to the game. So in total, that is an hour and a half both ways. So it's 3 hours total that I would be driving compared to if I were to do it just driven and met them there, it would have only been 15 minutes and then 15 minutes back, about a half hour. So that's a big difference in time and gas that I'd have to spend. And I already had dinner plans that I didn't take into account that I'd have to drive an hour and a half to get them and back after the game. I already had dinner plans in mind. I'm not just going to cancel those dinner plans to do it. So I asked them if I'd be. It's not that I didn't want to hang out with them. I would be willing to meet them there had they had a ride, but unfortunately, apparently, up to reasons that they could not control, they could not get a ride. Both of
Why
them
are you
could not
saying
get a ride.
apparently? Apparently. Were there reasons that we could control there?
No, it's
So-
allegedly. I
so-
mean,
Allegedly.
Yeah, he's
What the
waiting for the
fuck?
facts to get confirmed, Moose.
yes,
Gotta wait.
there were reasons that they could not make it. So I I just didn't think it was right for me to go all the way and drive all that way. And it's not that I didn't want to hang out with them. It's not that I'm not going to hang out with them. I'm literally hanging out with them this coming Friday once we're all going to the bar. And I'd be willing to,
That's not
Fortnite.
hanging
We
out
do
with
this
us. That's
podcast.
going out as a group. There is a difference.
So
You
Moose
know
is
that there's a
upset that I didn't drive an extra 3 hours to pick him up and go to the game.
3
So
hours.
Can I tell him?
is that an unreasonable thing for me to have said?
I
That,
mean,
you know
I
what?
mean, I mean,
Let's just not. Let's just not do
I
that.
can give my argument. I'm supposed to give my argument here now. My perspective of the events of the night. I said that okay, so the plan was we were gonna go to your game, right, Coop? And what happened was Al said, "Oh, do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Okay." I mean, Al, you're going to need to drive. And immediately, Al said, "Fuck no, he doesn't want to drive." And so I'm
Honestly,
like,
fuck.
"Okay, well then, yeah, no, it's not. It's not because you're like, no, you're not. I'm not going to drive." So you could. So in all actuality, if you wanted to, you could have factored in the fact that you may have to drive based off of the plans being made because Jason said he doesn't have his car. Okay. He said he would have to see when his parents arrived. And lo and behold, his parents couldn't give him the car. And so you could have, if you wanted to, factored in the fact that none of us have a car besides you into your dinner plans, but you chose not to. So that point is not is moot. Secondly, what?
My dinner plans were already in place. I'm not just gonna edit those plans on the fly when those had already been in place the week before.
Al, did you go out for dinner?
No, but we had purchased the stuff because that's the thing. When you live in an apartment, you have to plan out what you're gonna eat
So
the whole week.
you can
You have to
just
buy it.
cook earlier.
Why were you
No,
planning dinner at like 10 o'clock?
no, dinner wasn't at 10 o'clock. The dinner was at ended up being at 8:30. That's when we had the dinner, and we don't get home from work until around 6:30. So, and it took a while to do this dinner because I had to end up going to the store to get more stuff to
So you didn't
later
plan it out.
because we didn't have all the. I planned out
Huh.
most of it. It was just this one ingredient that we had forgotten that I had to go grab. But the point is,
Hmm.
this basketball game plans, what the plans came after I already did the dinner thing. And I thought that one of you would have a car because Moose always has a car. Moose always drives. So, like, the last time that
Yes,
Moose wasn't able to
Moose
drive was
always
months ago.
drives. Thank you for bringing that point up. Moose always drives, never asks for gas, never has you guys pay for anything. I go out of my way a lot for to get you guys, but the one day that you just need to drive, I mean, come on. There's so much time is going to be added. Not even taking into the fact that most of the time that you'll be driving, those 3 hours extra that you'll be driving, you'll be either with me or Moose Jr. No, no,
Because
I don't
it's
want to
not
add
just
three
about the time,
hours.
it's not just about the gas, it's also because I hadn't factored that into my plan for the night.
Can't believe you would abandon the milkers like that.
I hate you.
All right, let me just quickly I'll go through this from my perspective because it's kind of funny because I do agree with Moose that Alex, you do have to factor in that this like Moose drives literally every time we hang out, like literally every time. So, and it used to be because he would fucking cry about his fucking what's it called? Car
Motion
sickness,
sickness?
yeah, motion sickness, whatever. But then like lately nobody like it's only been him, so you gotta give him that minimum. And then also Alex calls me before the game and he was like, what's it called? Do you guys have space in your cars? And I was like, nah, I don't. Like we're already taking two cars from here to go. And then he asked me, he was like, "So can Roosh drive his car and then you drive your car and then you take them?" And I was like, "Alex, why would I bring a fucking third car from here and waste my gas to bring you guys when you guys can all just come together?" And then I was like, when he said, "All right, I'm gonna see if Jason can drive," I was like, "Okay, Jason's not gonna fucking drive. Everybody fucking knows that." And then I was like, "Okay, so."
What?
I was like, "Man, you never drive." I knew the plans were cooked, but I don't know why Moose is so personally offended by it. Even though Alex is pretty stupid for not just driving. I would have done it, but and the dinner plans excuse, you need to get better on the excuses, Alex. Not a great excuse.
That's a real excuse.
It was Taco Friday.
Seriously?
What's Taco
Couldn't
Is
miss
that
the
Friday?
actually what
tacos.
you did,
I did tacos.
Alex? So you can't even get like there's literally a well-known Taco Tuesday and you
Yeah.
just decided to do that on a Friday?
Are does the taco taste better on Tuesday?
I mean, but that's just like
Yeah.
a thing. Like now you're just adding more validity to Moose's point.
It just it doesn't matter that it was tacos. It could be any dinner at all that takes a while to prepare. Just because it's tacos, that means I have a less valid point because it wasn't on Tuesday?
Yes.
Also, tacos do not take long to prepare, man. Made tacos many times. Very,
True.
very short process. The longest thing is literally the meat cooking.
Say you don't want to hang out. Just say you didn't want to hang out. Just say you didn't want to hang out. Just say you
Were
didn't want to
these
hang
like
out.
I
ground
didn't wanna
beef
hang out.
tacos?
Yes.
So it wasn't even like chicken, bro. Like that's the easiest meat to cook. Ground beef literally takes like 10 minutes. And I know you didn't
Just
season it with anything but fucking taco seasoning.
It just took a while. I'm not lying when I say I didn't start eating until 8:30. It just took a while.
Okay.
you want to know what else takes a while? A draft. Today, Alex has a topic about drafting. I have zero clue how to transition this. I'm still sort of confused how you're planning on doing this.
All right.
We
So
should have just done more couples counseling.
how a fantasy draft
What?
works is everyone goes in a row and they all choose something, and then at the end of the draft, we all have our team that we have. So this idea came about because there was this podcast called All Fantasy Everything, and that this is literally all they do is they take a bunch of different topics and then they each go and they each choose it and they defend their choice on why they chose those topics. And so I think today we should do months. 12 months, four people here. We each have to choose 3 months. And I'm gonna start it off and I'm gonna have first pick.
Why do
So
you
my
get to
first
go
pick,
first?
Yeah, why do you get to go first?
I think usually
Well,
doesn't the draft go the first pick of the draft goes to the biggest loser?
Oh, so you can keep it then.
oh, so Moose no, so then Moose has to go then.
But also,
Yeah,
are
I
we
mean
doing?
that's
We're
what I was
doing a
gonna say.
snake draft, right? We're doing a snake draft, not a normal draft. So like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 again, right?
Yeah. That's good.
I mean, I feel like that's only fair. So
Okay.
all right. So if Moose go or if Alex goes first, how
I
do we
mean,
decide
I
the
would
rest
go
of the order?
first.
I think Alex should
Um,
go
yes.
last. He has the most time to think about it since it's his idea.
Alright. Alright, fine. That's fine. I'll still win this. Moose, you can go first.
December
Okay.
in the
That is
first
it.
pick of the draft.
Feel like that was a given.
Who's next?
Can you explain why? You're supposed to explain why.
I'm supposed to. I thought we would just explain our teams.
Oh,
We're
okay.
supposed to explain
Can you
why.
explain why at the end? No, we could do why at the end. All right, go ahead.
Jason, you want to go or should I go?
You got it.
All right. I'm gonna take I'm gonna go with November.
Uh, January.
July.
Okay,
All right,
take the
Alex,
second
you're up
pick out.
again.
Did I go again? July. September.
Uh, August.
I'm gonna take October. Is October taken or?
No.
No.
All right, I'll take October.
Okay. In my second pick of the draft is February taken.
No.
No,
Great. I got
that's all you,
February.
man.
Then you have to go again.
Okay. In the third pick of my
To
draft,
close
this is
out
my
your
last
season.
pick. Okay.
Yep.
June.
Yeah, man, I wanted June. You know what? I'm gonna take May.
Okay.
So I think it's
Oh,
just April and March left.
Yeah. Shitty month.
it's just what left?
April and March.
April.
Really? Okay. That leaves March with Al. And since Al, you did the last pick, can you explain your draft picks?
All right. So let's just, for sake of the argument, just imagine that the entire year is consisted of just those 3 months, right? So I have March, July, and September. So March, the beginning of spring. It's the sun starts to shine. That's when daylight savings starts to come in, and you have good stuff like March Madness coming in. It's almost towards the end of the semester, so or it's in sort of in the middle of the semester. That's fine. But spring is starting to set out March Madness, and it's just like that's the working period of the year. That's like the hardest part of the year, but it only gets better from there because then that's when you go into July. July, there's no work, there's no school unless you actually do work full time. But July, the weather's beautiful. That's when you go on vacations. That's when you get to go on all these trips. That's when you get to enjoy the nice weather outside. That's when point of the year where you're not working as much. And then you go into September. Now, September is interesting, right? Because September is the beginning of the school year. And yeah, it's the beginning of the school year, but all of the vacation spots are the best time to go in September. And the reason why is because it's a lot cheaper because everybody's at school. And as long as you're not in school, you're good. And it's still really nice weather. It's not fall yet. I don't think fall starts till late September. Yeah, late September. And that's when my birthday is. And that's the most important part because you get to celebrate your own birthday, which you guys haven't considered in your argument. I'm considering this in my argument.
Yeah, but nobody
Al, are
cares about
you?
your birthday.
You're trying to
Or-
convince us, you Nimrod. What? Obviously, you support your team. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You guys are not factoring in your own birthday. Jason, aren't you swayed by the fact that my birthday is in July? Doesn't that make my argument to you more compelling because you get to celebrate me during that month? What is that
Okay,
point? Point.
what I meant to say is that in July it's Coop's birthday, so we get to celebrate Coop's birthday in July. And
Now you're just sucking
September,
me off. Now you're just sucking
September,
me off.
September,
Why are
you
you
have
making it a thing? Shut up.
September,
Shut up.
you
No,
have
you
good
lost. You
holidays like
lost.
Labor Day is a nice holiday in September. It's a nice 3-day weekend. You get to support the laborers that have been working in this country for so long and celebrate them, and you get a nice free Monday off. That's my argument.
You
Okay.
suck. Who's next? Me?
Yeah,
You could
I'm
go
pretty sure.
next. We'll just go in like this order of the draft. So
Okay.
you go.
So January, January is the first month of the year. It's a great month. I mean, you're still in that festive Christmas mood at the beginning of the year. You got New Year's, massive event. Everybody's happy. You get the feeling of like a new beginning, and it just like symbolizes a fresh start. And there's also post-holiday sales. I know Alex doesn't like spending money, and there's always great sales after the holiday season. So that's why January is great. And then April follows up March, and everybody hates March because it's always cloudy and depressing. You don't get enough sun, you're vitamin D deficient, and you're depressed. That's when like seasonal depression hits the hardest. But April, the sun starts coming out, the flowers are blooming, spring starts, uh, and the weather starts getting better. And there's a lot of, it just smells better because of all the flowers and shit. And August is the peak of summer. It has the longest days in the year. It's like the quintessential summer month. It's definitely better than July, to be honest, because that's like peak summer vacation, and
I,
that's when you, what? No,
first of
no,
all,
you can make an argument. Go ahead.
First of all, April is notoriously known for having bad weather or rainy weather. April showers bring May flowers. So there's no sunshine in April.
All right, but
Damn,
like you
August,
follow up
look at you there.
that crappy March seasonal depression because the sun comes out.
April
there's no
has
seasonal
tax
depression
day.
in March. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, shut up. All right. What about August? August is the peak of summer.
Yeah, but August is one of those days. It's like the Sunday scaries because it's right before September, and that's when everybody goes
Out.
back to work and school.
All
Did
right, but you
didn't you
You
chose
just
are
argue
actual
September is
September.
September.
good?
You are September. You
You
just are
suck.
you dumb? Are you actually dumb? Have you done any debating before ever? You are a moron. You're actually an imbecile, bro. I
Did you
can't
just
do this,
argue
bro.
August is bad because due to its proximity with September?
August is bad because it leads right into my shitty month of September, bro. You go back to school. Like, what is wrong with you?
How would you bring that up?
No,
I don't know.
that just boosts
That's my
Jason
bad.
up
I
even
cut that
more.
off.
I
You
mean,
were dumb.
Alex is firmly in fourth place right now, and me and Moose haven't even gone yet.
But yeah, August has the longest days of the year. The sun is always out. It's not crazy hot. It still starts to get a little cooler towards the end of the month. So peak summer.
That's a nice month right there. I'm not gonna lie. Just think about the last month or last year's August, right? All of us was working our internships, and we all finished up in August. So like we all also got to
Exactly.
like get back together. So I think that's a good one. But I'm not loving April, but that was a solid case for August. I think he's carrying you right now. I'm not gonna lie.
What
All
about
right,
January?
I'm not a
January
January. Actually,
is it,
January is pretty solid too. Because if you think about it, like in January, like New Year's, and then you have your New Year's resolutions. That's like the only
Mm-hmm.
month you actually follow through on your resolutions. So like if your
Exactly.
resolution is to lose weight, you're actually losing weight or like going to the gym or whatever in that month, and then you stop right afterwards.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
like
Like
in that
four
line though, in that line though, that means the gym is like extra busy for people who aren't going to be there by the end of the year.
Yeah, but I
100%.
mean, that's only like if you count the gym. You can make other resolutions.
Yeah,
Okay.
like what if your resolution is to like read books and you like start the year off reading a bunch of books?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
a solid case, solid case. Uh, me, right? All
Yep.
right. Start from my last pick in the draft for me was May. May is solid, bro. May, if you think about it, let's start with the school year, right? It's soon. That's like when you know the school year is about to get fun, pretty much. Because in high school, that's like around the time where all like the fun trips and like prom and stuff will happen. Even though we didn't fucking get that because we got cucked by a global pandemic. But that's like when all the fun stuff happens. And even if you're not like a senior, in May is when all the teachers stop caring because all of like the big shit is out of the way. Like everybody took AP exams. Like that's after the AP exams or whatever, and then you're just chilling for May, right? And you still get to go see your friends, whatever. And plus, you got stuff like you got unique holidays in May, like Cinco de Mayo, that we don't celebrate. But if you ever have celebrated it, it's a blast, bro. You could just drink a bunch of tequila. But yeah, and also weather's pretty nice. Like Alex said, May flowers. It's nice outside in May. Next month, October. October, extremely solid month, bro. Top five holiday in October. Halloween, one of the most unique holidays because you get to dress up, you get to do all that shit. And then you're in school, yeah, it's whatever, but October just had that nice plus. October is when you first start getting that real nice like fall weather. You could bust out all your like nice fall weather fits, new hoodies, new sweatpants, all that stuff. New drip. You could change the drip up from like because the thing is with September, you're in that weird in between phase of clothes. Like one day you're in a shorts and a t-shirt because it's like 85 degrees, and then the next day it's like 55 and windy. So then you have to like bust out all your clothes, and it's just a hassle. But in October, it's gonna be like 65, a little chilly, hoodies, crew necks, all that stuff. That's when you bust them out. November, that's a peak month right there, bro. You got Thanksgiving. Alex is cheap. You know what else is in November? Black Friday. Even more savings. Long break from school. e- Even people work at full-time jobs get a nice break. Bro, you get to stuff your face like a fat ass. You get bro, football, that's like peak football right there. Like what more could you ask for, really? Case.
Solid case, solid case, solid case. I'll say that.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank
Okay,
you, Bruce.
guys, it's time for me, right? So I think I have a legendary lineup right now. I'll start off with the beginning of the year, February, right? Shortest month and also the most unique month. It is the only month that has two sets of the amount of days that it has. It can either be 28 or sometimes it can be 29. February also has one of the most unique holidays in Groundhog Day, just the best, most fun holiday because it is the least serious holiday on the entirety of the calendar.
That's
No one cares. It's just there to have fun. We're just looking at a groundhog to determine what the season's going to be like.
I
Also,
would disagree.
Koob, you talked about peak football. Guess what's in February? Super Bowl. That's right. The championship is determined in February, and it's also the month of love. And so, if you have that special someone, you guys just be a little bit extra special with them during this month.
Moose, don't make me
but we
poke that
don't
hole
have
in
that,
your
bro.
argument, man. We're all lonely besides Alex, man. That's not a good month for us, bro.
Yeah, that's a
Valentine's
reason
Day,
to hate February.
But
Valentine's
Super
Day is
Bowl.
just
But Super
is
Bowl
just
though.
terrible. Yeah, but
But Super
imagine you're
Bowl.
like on a high from the Super Bowl, like you start your month out great, right? And then a day right in the middle of the month, bro. It's not even towards the end where like the month is already over, so like it's not that big of a deal. Right in the middle of the month is a day celebrating happy couples and we're all fucking lonely. And then it
And
just
it's a
Yeah, but I
week
mean,
after the Super Bowl, bro.
we're so close to January, and you'll be so
That is my
depressed
month,
on yeah, we're so close to January, and you'll be so depressed on Valentine's Day. That means it'll be demon time in the gym. You get to go extra hard using that depression.
no, because by then everybody gives up on their resolutions.
bro.
It's so it's the 6th week of the year. What do you mean everyone
That's
gives
when
up?
everyone gives up.
That's literally like
Yeah, they
people
stop
barely
in
make it out
February.
of January.
Just move
You
on
get
to the
free
next
chocolates
question.
from everyone. You get free chocolates from everyone.
Yeah, maybe in elementary school, bro. What are you talking about?
My job always
Always
gave
that.
out chocolates. The
Do you
university
want
also
pity
gave out
chocolates,
chocolate.
bro?
Yeah, but I don't want chocolates from some random person. I want a woman, bro, and I don't have a woman, so it's
Yeah, do you
depressing.
want pity chocolates, most?
I don't
Okay,
want
moving
pity
on.
chocolate.
Moving on to June, right? June is a sort of a relaxing holiday, but with some sleeper hits of holidays, though. Like for example, guess whose birthday's during June? Can you guys guess whose birthday's during June? Hello?
Just continue, man.
June also gives you a free holiday where you get to just sit back and do nothing. And it's an actual official holiday, which means banks are closed. You most likely don't have to go to work, which is Juneteenth. And you don't necessarily have to deal with family coming over and the stresses of that because you don't have a big dinner for Juneteenth. It's a day of remembrance and a day of relaxation. So you know what, solid day. And also it's good weather, right? Because it's not so warm as in with July and August, but it's also not raining every day like April or March. So you're in that solid, nice breeze, sundress time, just able to wear shorts most of the day, mostly throughout the month. Really solid month there. And then finally, we are now at the goat of all goats, the undisputed king of all the months, December. When I first picked December, you guys already automatically thought, oh, well, yeah, that's an obvious pick. You want to know why? Because no one disputes that December is the greatest month ever. December has, first off, the best holidays for a lot of people, which is Christmas and that whole holiday season with Hanukkah as well. So you're already dealing with a lot of cheeriness, a lot of Yuletides, a lot of happiness just throughout. December also sometimes has snow, and snow is just a beautiful weather that allows you to see the earth in just a brand new fashion. It's like a white fur coat on the entirety of the earth. So there's that. Also, someone has a very special day in December. I'm not talking about myself. Now, we have a special day in December.
Oh,
But
And
my anniversary's in December.
and
Moose is so strange.
weird.
also also you were talking about New Year's. December 31st is when those New Year's Eve is. And so that's the day where you get to see a bunch of good performances by people on the TV, right? It's also when bonuses come for, you get a lot more money from your company during this time.
Yo, but
Solid month.
what about finals for school?
True. It
Yeah,
also
but what about
And
doesn't
school
ever
everybody
not
snow in
knows,
being over?
December.
everybody knows the fall time finals are so much worse than the springtime
True.
finals.
True.
Yes, but then you also get a guaranteed week off right after that.
And it's always dark in December.
Yeah, which makes it even warmer in your house.
No, it just
You
means
need that
it's
contrast.
lonely and bleak. You look outside, it's always cloudy, and you want to kill yourself.
I put on a fire. Just make your own house warmer.
What if you don't
What
have
if
a
some
fireplace?
people? Yeah, what if people don't yet have a fireplace?
Look, I live in an apartment. I see the darkness outside. but that just makes me more appreciative of the light that's inside my house.
I mean, you
You
got
can't
finals, the days are shorter. It's just a lot more work, and it's
What if you don't
depressing
celebrate
outside.
Christmas?
Yeah, what if you're like,
you still
I
what
get that
don't.
if
final week off. Okay,
I literally don't even celebrate Christmas.
everybody celebrates New Year's though?
I have New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have like actual New Year's.
Yeah, but New Year's Eve is the big celebration. That's when the
I
parties
don't
happen.
care.
They
I
don't
don't
happen on
care.
New Year's Day.
You're celebrating New Year's though, which
It
is in
happens on.
January.
Yeah, I think I agree with Jason though. It happens on New Year's Eve, but like every time, because like I usually have like a big party with all my family. Like nobody gives a shit about the New Year's Eve party until it's like 2 minutes before the time is about to get to 12, and then like the biggest moment of happiness for everybody in that night is when it turns 12, which is out of
Exactly.
your month. So
Doesn't
I
really
think
count. So December is kind of cheeks, unless you like celebrate Christmas.
Again, but you can okay, with September through November, you're still dealing with stresses of school, right? Since you're
Yeah,
bringing
but
up
it's not
finals,
as
you're still
bad. You don't
dealing.
have finals.
Yeah, you don't have finals, but you're still dealing with those stresses. By the time December comes around, yeah, you still have that stress, but at the very end of the week, you can relax. It's the
that's the
a
peak
breath of
stress.
fresh air right after
Yeah,
your
no,
last final.
that's the most stressful month.
You
You can coast
combine the
through
stress of
September
September,
through November,
October, and November, and it maybe equals out to the stress of December, bro. Like those,
especially for
everybody
people
knows.
like us. We don't even learn anything, bro. So we gotta like cram for finals.
Literally,
So it's even worse.
Who has May? Who has May?
I have May,
Okay, so you have finals too.
but everybody knows the spring finals aren't as bad.
Yeah. You also got a way bigger break.
Okay, well, yeah, the break that goes into June, my month.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're still in like primary school, it kind of sucks because then you got finals in like that school. So, and I'm saying this as someone whose birthday is in June. That month, it kind of sucks.
June's
But
pretty mid, man.
Like
I like
compared to like
July.
July and August,
July is
way better.
good. My July, I only put up a little bit more because that's my birthday month. But
I have July.
Shut up.
okay, Alex. But honestly, like all the fun stuff I do is because you know what ends up happening is like in the summer you want to do so much like dope stuff throughout the summer,
You
and
keep
then
putting it off.
you keep putting it off. So then when it hits August, you're like, damn, in September, like I'm not gonna be able to do shit. So I gotta get it all in now. So like literally last year, August, I didn't do shit in the first 2 months, but I went to the beach. I had like I went to like 5 or 6 different barbecues because people were just like cramming them in. I hung out with my cousins like 4 times. Like I just got we crammed so much stuff in because everybody's like, yeah, we're going back to school in the fall, so like might as well like let's get it all in now. So I think out of the summer months, August,
August is the best one, bro.
yeah, I think August is definitely peak.
June is definitely the worst.
Yeah, and then I think July is just like pretty
It's
average in the
just the
middle.
middle child, bro.
Yeah,
okay, we have all made our arguments. You cannot vote for your own. Which one are you choosing?
Wait, I
I
just want
vote
to
for
clarify my
Cougs.
argument because I know my argument is last in your guys' time.
bro needs a round two.
But no, just real quick. First of all, July, it's the best. It's the peak of summer. All the best memories are made in
It's not
July.
the peak of summer though.
No,
Alex,
it
I
is the peak
It
of
literally
summer.
just said it was
disproved your.
August. It
I
just
literally
said it was August.
disproved your. What are you
In
talking
your
about?
opinion, it's August. In your opinion, it's August. But I'm gonna make
Wait,
an argument.
whose opinion do you have to change?
Why are you trying to? You're trying to convince yourself. Like, what are you doing? Are you
Okay,
not already convinced? Like, I'm so confused by what you're doing right now.
I'm trying to convince you by saying
Piss
that
me
July.
off.
Okay, July is when
Honestly,
everybody
bro, you
has
should
a
just
bunch of
choose
summer
argue for a
parties
different month,
and
bro.
they no, that's when the pool and the beach is at its peak. It's all people have like cookouts and all of the best hangouts are in July because by August, everybody's busy in August because they're getting ready for the new year of school. And that leads me into September, which you may think, why, oh, you're saying that September is like the Monday of the week. But if you're not in school, which you guys aren't in school, and that's the most important part, September is the best month because there's the best month to travel. And even if you are in school,
I
you're
mean,
not
I
learning
can't really
anything in
travel
September.
and
Who
I can't really
travels in
travel in
September?
September
Well, now I mean,
because
before
I
you
have
couldn't, but now you can. Now you can
no, I
because you're
still
not in
can't
school.
because taxes are usually due in September.
Why would you rather travel in September than August?
Because September
Also,
is
your whole July
cheaper.
argument, you just said everything we said about August, and you said, no, this is actually for July.
It is in
Like,
July.
what? No, it's not.
Yeah, I have to disagree with you, Alex. Everything like I literally right before you went, I literally stated my own personal experience with the last August that I've had, and it's been like that for a couple of years now where everything gets crammed into August because people are trying to make the most of their time. And then your whole counter to that was just no, that happens in
No,
July.
no, no. You can
Yeah, like,
relax. You can relax in July rather than having to cram everything out in August.
No, but
Okay,
that's what I'm
uh,
saying is that everybody gets too like it's like literally complacency in July of thinking, "Oh, I have so much time to get stuff
And
done."
you're enjoying yourself. You're really happy during that time.
No,
You're
the
also
chilling.
most
you don't do
enjoyment
also
anything
with
then.
out of the events that you do, bro. Like going to, I didn't go to the beach during July because I was like, yeah, well, like we still have most of the summer left. I'll have plenty of time to go to the
And,
beach.
and what did you do instead?
I was just chilling, but it wasn't like the most.
Exactly.
But the most fun I had during the summer was going to the beach, which happened in August.
Also, if
You
I could, can I make an argument for September
Okay.
against it?
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I mean,
Um,
I think September is
yeah.
easily bottom right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that
because
shit sucks.
first of all, argue it's the Monday of the months, which it is.
Okay.
Also, if you're not in school, that means you're in work, and where we work, which is finance, September is when reporting has to begin for your finance reports and your accounting reports. So you're in crunch mode during the first 2 weeks of September.
Okay. Have you considered the beginning of fall and the end of summer? You're getting the sweet spots of both of them. That's when all the leaves start to change colors and it
But you
starts to look
can't,
really
but you
nice.
can't do anything with it because you're in crunch mode for the first
But
two
I mean,
weeks of
I feel
September.
like September is so what fall months is what June is to summer months. Like, it's the worst one.
I agree.
Yes.
No, 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 no.
What do you mean? October and November are both better.
I think October is like July. It's the middle child of that those three. 'Cause I think it goes like I don't consider December is like the first. It's I feel like it just stands on its own as like the one and true like real winter month, and then January and February are kind of different. But with those, it's like a pairing of three. It's like June, July, August, and then September, October, November. I think it's very clear that September and June are both like in my like pretty far away from the next like one up.
Bro,
Like I don't think like September, in my opinion, is not even close to October.
bro.
I have the most unique month with February.
Have you considered the 21st night of September?
Can you shut up, man?
What is the
September
20?
sucks.
What is the 21st night of September?
It's a
Do
song
you
by the
remember?
Equinox.
Oh, didn't
Everybody
even
knows that
know.
song.
Yeah, I didn't
Everyone
even know
also
the
knows
title.
Jingle Bells Al.
Didn't know the title, bro. Relax. Yeah, Moose. Like the arguments are over, and you didn't even like bring up Christmas music, bro.
Well, because
Like,
it's a fine line that you have to ride, right? With the December music. Because some people love it, but then after a while, you start to really, really, truly hate December music.
yeah, but I mean, you got to bring it up at minimum though. Like you literally just whether you hate it or love it. Like there's some bops out there. You know what I mean? Like there's some great songs, Christmas songs that get played every year that like you look forward to hearing, and you didn't bring them up, so that's why I can't give you the dub over Jason.
How about we just let the audience decide?
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon's version of a podcast, Pocket Cast, we're also on. Please go ahead and check us out. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Fuck you. I don't really know. Fuck you again. Bye.